We'll continue along in the quarterfinals of the Faction Master Tournament. Our next matchup between Scarbrand and Butcher Bird, two excellent players and submitters of replays on the channel. Yeah, we're going to start in, and I'll just tell you, in Game 1, Scarbrand's Warriors of Chaos took a Hell Cannon against its creator, the Chaos Dwarfs, and Sarthrail and the Hell Cannon used terrain to perfect advantage, carry them to victory over the Chaos Dwarfs. And here we are on Game 2 as the cannonball flies past the screen between Scarbrand and Butcher Bird. Yeah, let's take a look at what Scarbrand has got here as he takes Kislev into the Empire, a clash of men. Don't mind the buzzing in the background. I don't even know if you can hear that. But anyway, Boris leading the way. He's got Kislev Warriors, some Akshina ambushers. Looks like a couple of Griffin Legion here as well. Ulrika Magdova, very cool choice. She is a very potent hero, in my opinion, if used well. But, yeah, Master Engineer here on the Steam Tank for the Empire and Butcher Bird. He's got some Demigryph Knights Halberds, a couple of them. Single Hawkland Long Rifle, Regiment Renowned Cannon, Hammer of Witches as well. Looks like some Empire Knights out on the flanks, State Troops through the center, Jade Wizard to heal Steam Tank and the Demigryph Knights. We're going to see a Melkos Mystifying Miasma pop there, immediately countered with a little Earthblood. Ulrika dodging some shots very deftly. She does have a bit of physical resistance on top of her missile resistance, so it's going to take some damage from that, certainly, but not as much as another character might. Yeah, anti-infantry, very good stats all around, 80 armor, of course, kind of a ranged hybrid melee caster character, which is crazy. I mean, she does all the roles, basically. Anyway, yeah, looks like Scarbrand gonna approach here, get his Akshina ambushers ready to fire, probably at the Demigryph Knights. He does have the Regiment of Renown as well, available to net something if they need to. But right now, Boris kind of just staying on the flank here. Griffin Legion not really engaging too much, just getting a nice infantry engagement going here. Get close and watch the Steam Tank Master Engineer Lord with his mismatched turret color there. That's a fun bug. As he kind of rolls around on top of those Kislev Warriors, but Boris going to charge in with his anti-large AP Bear Halberd combination. Pop his little AoE damage aura as well to try and take out some of those swordsmen. So pretty pivotal engagement. We'll zoom back in here. Watch Boris. Not actually targeting the Steam Tank right now, but just generally supporting his frontline troops. Oh, there we go. Boris maybe getting a few attack animations in there. A little bit of janky chasing going on, but anyway, as we zoom back out, take a look at the rest of the battlefield here. Griffin Legion did come engaged. Looks like they got a pretty bad engagement there, honestly. Maybe got caught by those Demigryphs a little bit. Kossovite Dervishes just tangling with Empire Knights out on the flanks here. Yeah, cavalry engagement on the flanks. Very classic for Total War, but Griffin Legion should do much better, obviously, than the Dervishes, and they outclass Empire Knights in terms of cavalry, so should be fine there. Akshina's ambushers getting a little bit danger close. Empire very much wants to overrun and get into them, but the overextension, Melkos Mystifying Miasma, they're getting blinded as well from Boris. Or no, from Ulrika, that's right. Scaliander's Fall, great support item, honestly, giving that blinded contact effect. And that debuff allows, you know, on top of other things, allows the Demigryph Knights to be beaten here. Both units basically combat ineffective at this point. We do have a little bit of healing. 22 models. This unit could be saved if he has a regrowth, which he does. He might not want to use it all right now, but the Steam Tank continuing to just try and ignore Boris and stay on the move here. Path through Akshina ambushers. Another Melkos Mystifying Miasma, though, just going to be getting nice, efficient value against the Demigryph Knights, slowing them down as they try and assist here. Yeah, Demigryph Knights being down. How much of an issue will it be? Well, what else in the Empire's build can really kill Boris at this point? Hammer of Witches has been firing away this whole time. Got some value, certainly. I think it's trying to snipe maybe Ulrika right now, which is certainly easier said than done. But the Dervishes, Griffin Legion very quickly closing in. Should be able to shut that cannon down relatively shortly. Empire Knight out in the far distance there. It's doing okay. We have some state troops now that have broken through, supporting the Master Engineer, able to inundate and engage the Akshina's ambushers in melee. They are still firing their crossbows as much as they can, but the directional missile block is going to be deflecting a lot of that for the Master Engineer from the front. So let's see. Boris, though, completely relentless. Going to activate his Shard Blade once more. Does a little bit of damage and further debuffs the speed, importantly, at this point. That combined with the Frostbite means that Boris is actually able to use his nice Ice Glaive to get a few attacks here. Maybe a little bit more janky chasing going on. But one of the many battle interactions in this game that still just doesn't really work. But anyway, that's a topic for another day. A little Earthblood there on the Master Engineer. Life Wizard trying to keep him alive. We've got some Empire Knights way out there. Definitely need to come back and help. Yeah, whatever they can do at this point. Master Engineer is slowly taking damage here, but will he be able to actually finish off the Akshina's ambushers before? We'll see. I mean, by our blood being popped on at least one here now. Empire State troops are just spearmen, so it's not like they're doing a lot of damage to the Akshinas. They're tying him down, but right now Skarbrand's doing a really nice job of just forcing the shoot order, so they turn around and keep shooting, even if they are still engaged in melee. I don't know, maybe combined with guard mode. Have to check with Skarbrand to see, but Boris trying to keep his troops stable here. A little bit of Earthblood is going to hit those spearmen as well, but they actually rout to the unbreakable Akshina's ambushers. Looks like the rest of the ambushers have broken, though, so perhaps there's a chance for the Empire to win this. The problem is the Hammer of Witches has been shut down, even just barely. Yeah, their unit models have been completely killed at this point, so artillery crew models, I should say. And you've also got Ulrika to deal with still, so two pretty potent kind of horse characters. Maybe could get just ground down by mass spears in the long run, but we'll have to see. Certainly anyone's game still. And it looks like, yeah, Ulrika on the move, trying to get away from the Empire Knights. He's got a little bit of ammunition left, but very soon is going to be dedicated to melee. Did he actually take the hunger on her is the question. No. Okay, so it'll be a little bit tougher to sustain in the late game. But Empire right now surging back. Got the Empire Knights coming back. We've got some state troops coming back as well. There's 9 Demigryph Knights that are going to try and make an attack run here on Ulrika, who does use her Melkos once more to tear away the Empire Knights. Kislev warriors holding the line valiantly. You can see Boris also cresting the hill, trying to get away from the mass of Empire State Troop spears. So quite the scrappy battle between these two. Kislev warriors definitely pretty potent, but these ones are going to get rear charged now by some spearmen. Looks like those Demigryph Knights did shatter to like a volley or something. Maybe Ulrika plinked them with an arrow, but Ulrika herself actually gets charged by the Master Engineer with this massive charge bonus. I mean, it is depleted, of course, from... Ooh, but wow. The rear charge from Boris decisively probably finishes the battle there as it finishes the Master Engineer. Yeah, balance power swings very heavily in Kislev's favor at this point. And although it's pretty much just the two characters, the leadership situation for the Empire is going to be pretty shaky. The fact there are actually a handful of Akshina's ambushers around as well, mostly just to provide leadership debuffs, will allow Boris and Ulrika to continue routing these troops without too much issue. Yeah, Ulrika with her anti-infantry going to be taking some damage here, but with the hunger, I mean, they would be absolutely 100% secure. But it looks like they're 100% secure regardless, as Kislev claims victory, and Skarbrand very narrowly prevents Butcherbird from coming back in the series. What a series, though. What a game, in particular this one. Yeah, always a fun time when these two factions clash. I do feel like they're pretty well matched for the most part. Kislev coming out on top this time. Some of those Kislev warriors holding like absolute champs. Yeah, the Akshina's ambushers as well, although they didn't get a lot of value, were pretty key in kind of maybe pulling an overextension out of Butcherbird, arguably. Hard to say. But the Demigryph Knights definitely took a lot of damage without doing quite enough value in return. Empire Knights, pretty serviceable job. Hammer of Witches also, I really want the Empire Cannon to be good, but often I find it's just tough. I mean, I get it, taking here as insurance against something like the Little Grom, but yeah, I don't know. Maybe had they got some more contact on like the Griffin Legion or something, even still, Griffin Legion weren't super impactful in terms of raw value. They did get some okay engagements, But yeah, mostly the characters for Kislev here, Boris and Ulrika, would have been pretty vulnerable to like a Gelt final transmutation, but I can't guarantee that, obviously. Gelt has some other downsides, although I do find that Kislev is generally weak to good flying lords, because they don't really have any way to get up in the air themselves. They don't have any flying units. All they can really do is try and shoot them out of the sky. But anyway, Steam Tank Lord does a pretty decent job. He's pretty expensive, but some of these state troops as well. Shout out to Spearman with 850 gold value damage. Yeah, pretty good stuff all the way around. So, fun one. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. If you like this sort of content, be sure to like, subscribe, hit that bell notification button. Every time I upload a new video, you'll be notified. Thanks again. We'll see you next time.